the census.
Well, you know, they've got one of their own making this decision. I think the short answer is we're going to try, but I'm doubtful. We're doing everything we can to make sure that Acorn does not receive additional federal money. But I think you wouldn't be shocked if I told you that if you looked at H.R. 3200, the House health care bill, there's $10 billion in the House health care bill that goes to the labor unions. $10 billion in the health care bill as a payoff to the labor unions for their support. There may be some Acorn money in there we haven't found yet, but we're looking.
Okay, Barb Alotis asked this question. I, along with others, are greatly disturbed at the level of hate in our political environment, the likes that I have never seen before. A pastor calling for the death of the president, as well as that of his family. A well-known talk show host comparing Mr. Obama to Hitler, ranting and shouting down people so they cannot speak at public meetings, and yet not one Republican leader has stepped forward to condemn this immoral and frightening behavior. Why have you been so silent, Senator?
I actually haven't been silent. I've made on several public appearances that I would prefer to see the volume turned down, and that the focus of the town meetings and any public discourse on healthcare be focused on the facts of the bills and not on the attacks of individuals. And I believe that should happen tomorrow. I also believe that the town meetings are not necessarily the result of healthcare. I think it's a culmination of 8 months worth of what the American people have seen us do in Washington. And I think it's more a condemnation of our actions. And this is sort of manifested itself at a time where healthcare was the issue and the town meetings were the platform. But when I see a mother of a 7-year-old lecture Arlen Specter toe-to-toe about the Constitution, there's no outside group that convinced this woman to go. This is a woman that sat at home and saw the future for her 7-year-old sort of slipping through her fingertips, and she was going to do something about it. She was probably not somebody that would have ever written her member of Congress, called her member of Congress, ever attended a town meeting. But let's face it, the court blew. And we've all had that happen. And enough was enough. And I think that's how our founding fathers envisioned the participation of the American people. I don't think they envisioned that it would be nasty and hateful. And to be real honest, I'm part of it, so I'm the recipient of it sometimes, and none of us like it. You know, I got a wife at home. She reads this. So, and I got kids at home. They read it as well. So it's not helpful, and I have always looked, and I've served under 2 Democratic administrations and 1 Republican administration. We only have 1 president. I realize that. And I respect the office and the individual that's in it. I can disagree, but I have to do it in a productive and controlled way. It's my hope that as we go through the balance of this debate, now that we're going back to Washington, that this will stay focused on the issues and not necessarily be personal attacks to individuals or to parties. Because I think it is healthy for our country. It helps us mature, it helps us grow, to have differences between the competing parties. But the differences can't be on the words we use. It has to be on the ideas that we have and the vision that we have for the future.